free and civilized nation for future generations. The High Court of Maldives announces that it will begin its annual recess on December 1st. And Minister of Youth Empowerment, Information and Arts announces that $1.6 million has been allocated in next year's budget for the Creative Economy Fund. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome to PSM News in English with me, Utma Mahmoud. Looking into the details, the first conference on nationalism and patriotism titled Kalo Fumi Divehi Qawmiyatge Darobar officially commences at the Islamic University of Maldives. Organized by the College of Nationalism known as Divehi Qawmiyatge Iswar, the conference aims to be held biannually with the goal of promoting knowledge of Maldivian nationalism. This important event is a collaboration between the Islamic University of Maldives and the Ministry of Divehi Language, Culture and Heritage. During the opening ceremony, Minister of Divehi Language, Culture and Heritage, Adam Nasir Ibrahim, highlighted that the conference marks the beginning of a scientific reflection on Maldivian identity, history, heritage and origins. The Vice President of the Maldives, Hussein Mohamed Latif, attended the ceremony, where the minister presented him with a symbolic gift. The seminar, which is open to the public, is structured into 3 sessions. Experts from various fields will engage in discussions on topics such as the introduction and development of Islam in the Maldives, ancient Islamic designs, and the formation of the Maldives as a nation. Vice President Hussein Mohamed Latif emphasizes the importance of preserving patriotism to ensure that the Maldives remains a free and civilized nation for future generations. He made these remarks during the inauguration of the Kalo Fumi Divehi Qawmiyatge Darobar held this morning. Taking the podium at the event, the Vice President highlighted the conference as a significant and innovative initiative aimed at safeguarding and promoting awareness of Maldivian patriotism and self-determination. He expressed confidence that the conference would provide a valuable platform for discussing key elements of Maldivian nationhood and identity. The Vice President also noted the global recognition of the Maldives' natural beauty, acknowledging that the country's story has captured international attention. He emphasized the need to raise global awareness about the Maldives' language and the spirit of patriotism, while also encouraging the demonstration of the nation's security, hospitality and values to visitors. Further, the Vice President praised Dr. Muhammad Muizzez for his commitment to protecting the sovereignty and patriotism of the Maldivian people. He underscored the President's special focus on national symbols, such as the flag and anthem, and called on all Maldivians to support the President's efforts to establish a nationhood college, promote nationalism, and elevate national issues to the highest level. The conference serves as a platform for reflecting on the unity and survival of the Maldivian people. It celebrates the collaboration among experts and participants in the national's language, with objectives that include promoting the academic interpretation of Maldivian characteristics, publicizing related initiatives, and fostering the development of ideas and knowledge that will support Maldivian citizenship, settlement, and maritime governance. The High Court of Maldives announces its annual recess from December 1st to January 2025. The court has indicated that the General Assembly has decided to continue hearing certain types of cases during this period. Accordingly, in line with the court's regulations, cases that are legally required to be decided within a specific time frame, as well as urgent matters, will be addressed during the recess. The Supreme Court will also observe its recess with no hearings scheduled, except for cases in which the Constitution or law mandates a decision within a specific period. Although court hearings will be suspended during the recess, the acceptance of new cases and other administrative functions will continue uninterrupted, ensuring the ongoing processing of legal matters. Minister of Youth Empowerment, Information and Arts, Ibrahim Wahid, announces that $1.6 million will be allocated in next year's budget for the Creative Economy Fund. In an interview with PSM News, Minister Wahid outlined the ministry's achievements over the past year and shared plans for the upcoming year. He revealed that the allocated funds will be used to create more opportunities for artists, including the development of a high-quality art gallery and cinema, both of which are expected to be completed by the end of his term. Minister Wahid noted the challenges of having only one cinema in the Maldives, with many directors queuing to have their films shown. He stated that the government will create better avenues for these screenings. Furthermore, the minister announced that construction of a new national library building will begin next year, and the development of modern libraries in 7 regions of the country is expected to be completed within the next 4 years. Additionally, financial support for artists will be provided through the government budget as previously announced by President Dr. Mohamed Muiz at the Unveiling Visions event hosted by the Maldivian arts community. These funds will also be used to purchase necessary equipment and resources to support the artistic community. The Commissioner of Police, Ali Shujao, states that investigations into drug dealers will be expedited, with results expected to be seen soon. This announcement was made during his appearance on a special program of PSM News. In his remarks, Commissioner Shujao highlighted the significant efforts made over the past year to build public trust. Since assuming the position, he has been working under the supervision of the Minister of Homeland Security and Technology, Ali Ihsan, to implement the Strategic Action Plan. This plan prioritizes the prevention of drug-related crimes and major gang activities. The Commissioner outlined the achievements of the police force over the past year, including the seizure of a significant quantity of drugs and alcohol. Several locations involved in illegal drug trade operations have also been shut down by the police. The force has already closed over 40 such establishments, with some potentially reopening in the future. The police commissioner further emphasized that a comprehensive solution to the drug problem requires addressing the key figures involved in the trade. Efforts are ongoing and the public will soon see positive results. Additionally, steps are being taken to strengthen the country's drug treatment systems. To effectively combat the drug trade, the police are focusing on dismantling the smuggling networks behind the distribution of illegal substances. Investigations into these networks are underway to identify the individuals responsible. A solar hybrid PVBESS DG system successfully installed in Rakidu Vavatol by State Electric Company Limited, Stelco. According to the company's general manager, Ibrahim Nazim, the system provides more than sufficient electricity to meet the island's needs. The hybrid system in Rakidu comprises solar panels, a battery energy storage system BESS, and a diesel generator DG. During daylight hours, the island is powered entirely by solar energy, while battery storage supplies electricity at night. The system is fully automated and closely monitored by Stelco staff to ensure efficient operation. Nizam highlighted that the objective is to provide a reliable and uninterrupted power supply to the island within the next 2 weeks. Stelco has installed a total of 270 kilowatt of solar panels across various locations in Rakidu, including on the roofs of 12 homes. 2 additional households have also requested solar installations. Furthermore, the company plans to enhance the system by expanding its battery storage capacity in the near future. It is important to note that the solar hybrid system was originally installed in Rakidu in 2016 as part of an Asian Development Bank ADB-funded project. However, the system was later damaged beyond repair. The current installation is a completely new system, fully funded by Stelco. We'll return after Isha prayer. Stay tuned.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدًا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وبعثه مقامًا محمودًا الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
PSM ಗೆ ಟಿವಿ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ತಕ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ತ ಮಿಹಾರು PSM Air ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ತಿಯ ಬೇಫ್ಲುನ್ನ ಹಿಲೆ ಬಲಾಲೆವೇನೆ ಅದಿ ಅಡುವ ಹಾಲೆವೇನೆ ದುನಿಯೆಗೆ ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಾಗು ಹುರೆಗೆನ್ ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ಗಡಿಯ PSM ಗೆ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ತ ಬಲಾಲುಮ ಅವಹ PSM Air app ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಕುರವ್ವ ಮಿಹಾರು ಆಪ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಉನ್ನ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ ಮಿ ಆಪ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಕೊಲ್ಲೆವೇನೆ
ರಾಜ್ಯಗ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಆಮು ಬಲಿತಕಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊಬ ಬಲಿ ಜೈಫೋರಿಕನ್ ದೆನೆಗಣ್ಣಾಣಿಕೀನೆ ಬಲಿಗೆ ಅಲಾಮೆತ್ತಕಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊಬ ಬಲಿನ್ ರಕ್ಕಾತಿರುವುಮ ಕುರೆವೇನೆ ಕಂತತಕಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊಬ ಮಿ ಹುರಿಯಾ ಸುವಾಲಿಗೆ ಜವಾಬ್ ಹೋದುಮ ಹಾಸ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಾಯ್ಕೋ ಒನ್ ಕೋಲ್
Once again, welcome to PSM News in English. Now we'll look at the details of some business news. India's economic growth slowed much more than expected in the third quarter, hampered by weaker expansions in manufacturing and consumption, likely adding pressure on the central bank for interest rate cuts. gross domestic output in the world's fifth biggest economy rose by 5.4% in July-September year-on-year data showed on Friday the lowest pace in 7 quarters and below a Reuters poll of 6.5%. In the previous quarter, it grew 6.7%. The gross value-added GVA, a more stable measure of economic activity, also saw a modest 5.6% growth, easing from a 6.8% increase in the previous quarter. India's chief economic advisor, V. Ananta Nageswaran, told reporters the growth figure was disappointing amid a challenging global environment. The slowdown, visible across a number of sectors, was indeed most pronounced in manufacturing, where year-on-year growth dropped to 2.2% compared with 7% the previous quarter. Economists say inflation, now running at around 6%, is biting into demand for goods ranging from soaps to shampoos to cars, particularly in urban areas. Private consumer spending rose 6.0% from a year earlier, compared with 7.4% in the previous quarter. The slowdown also came despite government spending rising 4.4% year-on-year in July-September, compared with 0.2% contraction the previous quarter. Helped by a good monsoon, agricultural output did better, rising 3.5% compared from 2% growth the previous quarter. The government advisor said that growth prospects were still resilient and that rural demand would remain a supporting factor. World Trade Organization Chief Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was reappointed for a second term at a special meeting on Friday. The trade watchdog said meaning her tenure will coincide with U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's second administration. Analysts expect the road ahead for the 3-decade-old WTO will be challenging, likely characterized by trade wars with Trump, who returns to the White House on January 20th, threatening hefty tariffs on goods from Mexico, Canada, and China. Okonjo-Iweala, a former Nigerian finance minister who made history in 2021 by becoming the WTO's first female and first African Director General, announced in September that she would run again, aiming to complete unfinished businesses. No other candidates ran against her, and all of the WTO's 166 members agreed by consensus to a proposal to reappoint her.
I'm grateful to the membership for the election to a second term. We have a full agenda to deliver for the people of this world that we are here working for and for the planet. And we fully intend to get to work immediately, no stopping, to try and deliver on these results. I'm grateful for the honor of serving this organization, for the trust that the membership has put in me.
Trade sources said the meeting created a means of fast-tracking her appointment process to avoid any risk of it being blocked by Trump, whose teams and allies have criticized both Okonjo-Iweala and the WTO in the past. In 2020, his administration gave its support to a rival candidate and sought to block her first term. She secured U.S. backing only when President Joe Biden succeeded Trump in the White House in January 2021. China's mission sent a message on X congratulating Okonjo and saying it was looking forward to working with her and other members to safeguard the multilateral trading system. Okonjo-Iweala said she was looking forward to working with the incoming Trump administration and that she saw common ground between them on areas like intellectual property rights. She declined to comment on Trump's tariff plans, calling it premature. Counting of ballots cast in Ireland's general election began on Saturday as an exit poll showed the ruling centre-right coalition looked set for re-election despite a likely narrow win by main opposition party Sinn Féin.
Heavy rains caused a landslide at a remote illegal mining site on Thursday evening in West Sumatra province on Sumatra Island, where rescue workers had to walk for hours from the nearest village to reach the area. Provincial Disaster Mitigation Agency spokesperson Ilham Wahab said that 13 people were found dead while 12 others were injured, raising the death toll by 2. The spokesperson said that since all 25 reported victims were found and evacuated, they decided to close the search and rescue operation. But he said a public reporting post would
Leicester City have appointed Road 1 Nistelrooy as their new manager to replace Steve Cooper on a contract until June 2027. Cooper was sacked with Leicester hovering 2 points above the relegation zone, and the club moved quickly to appoint Van Nistelrooy.
I made a deliberate decision to step in this role for 2 seasons and take it from there. And these 4 games haven't changed that sentiment. And that's why I said from the beginning that what my intentions were also after my interim job.
The Dutchman was assistant manager at Manchester United and took interim charge when Erik ten Hag was sacked last month before Ruben Amorim took over. Hoping to buck a long stretch of slowing sales, Target teamed with Taylor Swift to exclusively sell her new Eras tour book, along with the Swift Winley album and CD. Overall, this year's Black Friday is expected to lure some 10 million more in-store shoppers than 1 year ago. Lisa Bernhardt has more.
Its strategy to boost Black Friday sales can be summed up in 2 words: Taylor Swift. Shoppers stood outside in frigid temperatures before dawn on Friday at some of the retailer's nearly 2,000 U.S. locations, including this one in Kyle, Texas, as Target is exclusively selling Swift's new book based on her record-breaking Eras tour, as well as updated vinyl and CD versions of her album The Tortured Poets Department, The Anthology. 25-year-old Victor Hernandez got all 3 at a Target in Los Angeles.
I knew that I had to wake up at 5 probably to get in line, and I was really worried because I was like, no, I don't want to wake up early, but it's Taylor Swift, so I have to sacrifice.
Some stores on Friday reported empty shelves by as early as 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. No small feat considering the book cost $39.99, the vinyl album $59.99, and the CD is $17.99. Target will begin offering all 3 on its app and website on Saturday. The retailer is hoping to buck a long stretch of slowing sales. Last week, Target forecast holiday quarter sales and profit below Wall Street estimates, sending its shares tumbling. It faces stiff competition from Walmart, which started its holiday deals on November 11th with discounts on everything from Samsung TVs to Dyson vacuum cleaners. The National Retail Federation expects more than 85 million shoppers to visit stores this year, up from 76 million last year. And online sales are expected to rise nearly 10% from a year ago, according to projections from Adobe Analytics, which estimates the total amount at almost $11 billion.
That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Have a pleasant day ahead. Bye-bye.